I walked into the shower room, and there was a skinny little boy trying to play football. He weighed 125 pounds. And I said to this young friend, "How can you do this? Can you do it better with God or without God?" And he said, "With God." I said, "You know, all the power of heaven and earth is in God. If He's in you, certainly you can play better football, even as small as you are. What do you think?" He said, "Yeah, it's a great idea." I said, "You know, we're sinners and we're not perfect, and we need to have God come into our lives to forgive us because Christ died for us, paid for our sins, to live in us because He rose from the dead. Would you like to ask Christ into your life?" He said, "Yes." And so right there in the shower, he was sprinkled, you might say, but he did open his heart to the Lord and became a Christian. He went to football camp, and when he came back, he had gained about 15 pounds, it seemed. And the coach talked to me and said, "You know, he's a little small to play first string guard, but he makes all the tackles. And he keeps showing the team this Bible verse: 'I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.'" So it turned out that this team, which was like 0-19, won the state championship the next year. Much of it because of the moral and spiritual leadership of Donald Norman. He led many of the team to faith, and many, many times that team would be found, even at practice, praying for God to help them to be the best athletes they could be. So I'd like to commend to you just this simple question: whatever you're doing in life, can you do it better with God or without God? And the obvious answer would lead to the next question: how can God be with me in what I'm doing? So in these chronicle talks and stories, I will just be sharing with you what can happen with God compared to what might happen without God.